Arunachal Pradesh government has termed the All Nyishi Youth Association's allegations against Chief Minister Pema Khandu as vague and imaginary. Now, briefing media persons, Arunachal Pradesh Home Minister Bamang Felix gave a point-to-point rebuttal of the charges levelled by ANYA. Now, Felix said that since the time the BJP came to power under Chief Minister Pema Khandu, the government has adopted a pan-Arunachal view with the development agenda in mind, taking an inclusive and participatory approach in all decision-making. Now, Felix also said that the previous budgets, which were done inside closed rooms, have now become participatory. Now, the Home Minister added that the government holds wider consultations with every strata of society to give formal shape to any government policy or schemes. Home Minister Bamang Felix added that the Pema Khandu government has been maintaining utmost transparency since it took over the reins of the state.
Allegations made against the present Chief Minister of Arunachal Pradesh, Sri Pema Khandu, by All Nyishi Youth Association are vague and imaginary without any basis. Ever since BJP took the reins of Arunachal Pradesh with the Chief Minister Sri Pema Khandu as its head, the government has adopted a pan-Arunachal view in its developmental agenda by ensuring an inclusive and participatory approach in all decision making. The annual budgets, which were earlier done in closed doors, are now participatory, where all stakeholders have a say. A wider consultation with all strata of people is being carried out to give the formal shape to any decision or policy of the government. This government has been maintaining utmost transparency and accountability with heavy hands on corruption.
Now, meanwhile, the All Nyishi Youth Association's decision to call for a 36-hour bandh over alleged corruption allegations against Chief Minister Pema Khandu is facing stiff opposition from within the Nyishi community itself. 14 legislators of the Arunachal Assembly representing the Nyishis have denounced the move of ANYA for giving an undemocratic bandh call against the government. Now, in a meeting of all the 14 Nyishis MLAs, a decision was taken to urge the Nyishi elite society to play a proactive role to prevail upon the ANYA to withdraw the bandh call.
The issues raised by the ANYA this time, alleging wild allegation on Chief Minister Sri Pema Khandu, has been disowned by us, including the NAS. There is no iota of truth behind the allegation. The Nyishi legislature is very loud and clear in its view, intent that we are with the government led by Sri Pema Khandu. Any allegation leveled by ANYA is baseless and is not related to the greater interests of Nyishi community. 14 of the MLAs have given a signature supporting the government and also requested the ANYA to withdraw the bandh call. Our resolution has been given, the copy of resolution has been given to Nyishi Elite Society yesterday. That the members unequivocally denounced the move of All Nyishi Youth Association for organizing undemocratic bandh call against the government to fulfill their illogical and illegitimate grievances, which is not related to the greater interests of Nyishi community. Number two, the Nyishi legislature desires that APEC organization of the community the Nyishi elite society effect a proactive role to prevail upon All Nyishi Youth Association to withdraw the ban call. The House further urged upon the office of Nyishi elite society to de-recognize the incumbent ANYA team led by Sri Bamang Joram if Para 2 above is not adhered to in line with the resolution adopted in the first consultative meeting of ANYA's Nyishi legislature, ANYA, ANSU, etc., wherein it was agreed to channelize grievances through proper channel. In the event of failure to abide by a request as stated in para 1 to 3, the Nyishi legislature shall not be held responsible if the government take stern legal action against the enforcer of illegal and undemocratic ban call as per the law of the land. That was the 4-point resolution we adopted yesterday, and the copy has been handed over to ANYA for further course of action.
And following this development, the Nyishi Elite Society, which is the apex body of the Nyishi community, has appealed to ANYA to withdraw its 36-hour Bandh call. The NES maintained that it shall not be responsible for any untoward incidents due to involvement of anti-social elements or external forces during the Bandh call. Besides, the Nyishi Elite Society has also appealed both to the state government and the ANYA to sit across the table and sort out the issues. Besides, the Apex Nyishi organization clarified that it had discussions with the ANYA a couple of times in December last year. During the talks, the NES advised that ANYA leadership not to take up the issue of leveling corruption against Chief Minister Pema Khandu as a community issue. Now, the Frontal Nyishi organization also had advised ANYA to rethink over the issues and that if situation warrants, the NES shall make it stand clear to the people in the future. Now, in spite of all the suggestions, the ANYA went ahead with its decision to call for a 36-hour shutdown from January 13th.